Hey, it's Rob. Welcome to Axel's Garage. Well, the big dummy's behind the camera, and he forgot to turn the power on the mic, so we have no audio. So for the first time, I am doing a voiceover. Never did this before. Hopefully it sounds good. Anyway, we got Wanda here. That's our other 2000 Jeep Cherokee XJ. And when we bought it, the heat only worked on high. That's mode 4. 1, 2, and 3 were dead. And that's a common problem in a lot of vehicles, especially the XJs. So what I'm doing now is I'm showing you that the heat doesn't the fan motor, I shouldn't say the heat, the blower motor does not work in 1, 2, and 3. It only works on high, and that's because there's a resistor up behind the dash, and that resistor takes 12-volt power and it makes it less than 12 volts so that you could have a low fan, medium fan, high fan, and then mode 4, extra high fan or full blast is full 12 volts, so it doesn't resist anything. And that's why when the resistor goes bad, it's not resisting, so you lose your lower speeds, but your full speed, it's still allowing 12 volts to go right through. So went on Amazon and I got a Standard is the brand of the resistor, and I'll link it in the description below so that if you need one, you can get one, and the part number and everything will be in there. And it's a real simple thing. It's got two, I believe there are 7 or 8 millimeter bolts. I don't remember now. I did say it in the video, but I don't remember what they were. They were either 7 or 8 millimeter little screws that hold it in to your AC box, which is up behind your glove compartment. So you got to go down under. I used either a nut driver with the socket on it or a little 1/4 inch socket with about a 4-inch extension just to get it. I'm showing like how it goes in. And it's 2 screws that hold it in. There's no gasket or anything. There's a wire harness. The wire harness sometimes is damaged and you have to buy a replacement harness, but in the Jeeps they're usually not damaged. I found in the GM vehicles, a lot of times they melt and they get the way the harness, the plastic around the wires gets all funky. So you got to get a harness repair kit. Anyway, there's a little, if your Jeep hasn't been screwed with, and this one hasn't, there's a little plastic cover that covers all the wiring and stuff like that. So a little trim panel clip, a little bit of patience, finding the screws. There's like 2 on the left side, and there's 1 on the right side that's right underneath the glove compartment where the glove compartment ends. A little bit of a bitch to get to. You got to kind of twist yourself to get your head up in there so you see all the screws. Even the big dummy's having trouble with the camera getting it down there so that we could show you. But that's that plastic cover right above my hand. I did take the courtesy light down too, just so I had a little bit more room to get that plastic. So here I got like half the plastic cover off. I did crack my plastic cover on one of the tabs where the screw was going through. I didn't realize there was a screw there. I thought it was like one of those nylon Christmas tree doohickeys, and it did crack. 1 or 2 screws still holds it up and out of the way. A lot of Jeeps they're missing. Yours might be missing. But I'm pointing right now at the old blower motor resistor, which you can see right there, sort of the bottom of it, because the big dummy can't even get down there low enough. You got to contort yourself a little bit. You slide the seat all the way back, still not a whole lot of room. So the 2 screws, 1 on either side, they should come out relatively easily. They're only screwed into plastic. When you're putting them back in, don't over tighten them. And I pull the screws out, and we pull out this old blower resistor, which are usually rusted because the back part of the resistor is sitting in the plenum, I guess you'd call it, where the air is traveling through your either your heat or your AC, and there's moisture in the air, and the moisture rusts, and the thing gets rusty, and however the resistors work in there, they'll look like little spring kind of dickies. However that works, they get rusted, and that's how it goes bad. The wiring harness does have a locking tab on it, so you got to play with that. Maybe a little tiny screwdriver, or if you got some decent thumbs, you pull that locking tab up, you press the little button to unlock it, and it comes right out. Let's see, did I get this out easy? What was that way? It came out pretty easy. There you go. Got it out pretty easy, easier than most things that have been in there. It's probably the original one. Just check and make sure that there's no damage inside the plug there, and you're going to plug that right into your new blower motor resistor. Make sure it snaps in. Put your locking tab. It was a tight fit getting it in here. You see, I put it in and pulled it back out again. It's a tight fit, which is good. That means the wire's making good contact. They won't build any excessive heat, which will burn anything out for you. So once you get it plugged in, you just slide it right back in the hole, screw on either side, and you are pretty good to go. So now, just before you put that plastic cover on, you want to turn your ignition on and verify that your repair worked. Once you verified that it worked, then you're just going to put your plastic cover on, and like I said, I broke a little corner off, used one less screw. It still holds up there just fine. Most of the vehicles that have been, people have serviced that area, those plastic covers are long gone. Anyway, let me know what you think on this repair. Questions, comments, concerns down below. I got a link in the description for the blower motor resistor, and I've never done one of these voiceover videos before. Don't know how it's going to come out. Don't know if people are going to like them or not. But that's the repair. That's the video. And as always, thanks for watching.